Station here, back with another breakdown match analysis of Combo Breaker. This time it is second losers quarters, I think it is. Gunshow going up against Sylverrye. As we saw last time, Gunshow really strong. Firestorm player took out Scar, I believe. But this time he's going up against Sylverrye, right? Look at there's me. Now going into this matchup, I would definitely think it's in Firestorm's favor, but after watching it, I don't know if it's just because it's Sylverrye and he's a really strong player, but it really looks like a pretty even matchup actually. So right away, a little bit of zoning established. That was a sick dash under. Reads that leap and just dashes right under it. Yeah, really, that burst though is why I think this matchup would be so bad for Hellboy. It's kind of like Brainiac, right? The burst just really shuts down any like air approach from against Firestorm. So you think that would be like the deciding factor in this matchup, but Hellboy, right, has the ability to air dash out of it, so he can really try to bait out a lot of that burst, and as we'll see, that really becomes a huge factor in this matchup. And I just want to point something out too. Right around here, yeah, right here, you see Gunshow goes for a forward dash, whether that's either to chase down or to try to read the leap like we did earlier. Just gets a nice gunshot to the face. Nice, and that's the first time that's happened. Sylverrye's been leaping and then early air dash back to bait out the burst. That's the first time he commits to it and actually works out for him. Nice read on the projectile. And now that I think that was a input error. I'm not sure what the input for the burst is, but down back 3 might be it, and I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. And when he's going to get aggressive, what side did that hit on? Activates the armor, big jump punch, and another beat down to the face, and Firestorm getting exactly what he has. Nice. So Gunshow wakes up projectile. He does that a lot against characters that don't have like really strong setups, where you're like right in their face or have like a guaranteed meaty. He likes to wake up projectile, and I think that's a good option with a lot of characters that have projectiles. If, say, their knockdown sends you like full screen or half screen and they don't have a way of meeting, definitely just try to wake up projectile. Now Smart here goes blue early, try to get that life lead, or try to get that life back to even, and he successfully does. Nice. That was so sick. Dash under the yeah, dash under that. We saw him do it once. This time definitely was a reaction though. Super sick. On the right side, and that's all that matters. Sylverrye forced the clash. Now sick goggles, bro. How much are you gonna spend to keep your health? 1 bar, just a 15%, and Gunny electing to keep that for again that wake up projectile. Now you can see Gunshow, or not Gunshow, Sylverrye going to the ground game a little bit more, not trying to go too much into the leap and just sort of waking up, forward dashing, using that big forward too.
Alright, and Gunny with that meter he saved, able to use it for his own clash successfully, winning it, by 1 meter, which allows.
Yeah, and now so it seems like when Sylverrye's in this like 3/4 to full screen length, he really uses the leap to try to bait stuff out. And then once he gets up in that forward 2 range is really when he starts mixing up the ground game, using the forward 2 into the leap mix-ups. Interesting that he doesn't use the dash, just a regular dash at all. It seems that if like Gunshow is looking for the leap like that, he could get away with a couple forward dashes on the ground.
What a block. He was waiting until the hit stun ended too. So smart by Gunny.
I like it. Anti-air with the meter burn burst, looking to recapture him with the molten trap. Didn't have another bar to meter burn, but again, 1 big whiff from Sylverrye.
I just realized this. First time we've seen that, right? Jump back 1. to beat the leap, right? Usually he goes for the burst right here, goes for the jump one. Really smart, mixing it up, and Firestorm just got that, not just got that buff, but got that 5-frame jump one or whatever it is. So really good. Gunshow takes game 1. And it seemed like he was really in control the entire time, really didn't have to deal with that leap mix-up.
Yeah, jumping out of there wants nothing to do with the mix-up up close. Molten Trap testing him. All right, this time active armor.
Yeah, and you can see how Gunshow is really moving, or using his movement to sort of beat Sylverrye, right? So he's playing slow and passive and waiting when they're full screen, like trying to punish the leaps. And then once Sylverrye gets into this range, you see now jump in, right? Try to just mix in even that dash up there, right? Try to just change up his movement to throw Sylverrye off a bit. It seems to be working out really good.
Active armor is gonna punch his way through. No, looking for the mix-up. Gunny just continuously challenging. I like the idea.
Nice whiff punish there. Doesn't confirm though.
Firestorm able to do some damage to this man. What's going on?
Listen, man, you can talk about the lore all you want. Take it up with DC. I'm just a commentator. As Hellboy works his way in, gunshot to the face. Firestorm looking to connect.
Yeah, now you can see he's dashing in a lot more actually. Sort of changing up that game plan from the first game, right? First game was very passive from Gunshow. Really just waiting for the leaps and then punishing. Right now he's like going in, going for mix-ups.
Great block and keeps Gunny in the corner, but the meter burn on the bench. Gadget
I think this is death.
Dynamite. Enough damage to secure that great help.
Yeah, but I really like how Gunshow mixes up his game plan on a per game basis. Really just able to like go from like a real slow gameplay to a fast game plan, just like that. Really like can like throw your opponent off, right? Because if they're expecting that passive slow play, and then you start running in all the time, they're gonna be like, "What the heck?" Yeah. Okay. Right here, just a little something. So goes for that. The molten trap, right? Probably to read a. Let me see. Let's break this down. All right. So he goes that. I'm guessing to read some sort of forward dash. Sylverrye tries to bait out the burst. If he commits to that, obviously punishes the molten trap, but didn't believe. It keeps throwing him out of the corner, which I find interesting. But goes for that damage actually instead of the corner position, which I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's so sick. Yeah, and this is gonna be tough. Yeah, that was a really tough position for Sylverrye, right? Had the blue on, any hit pretty much would have melted him. Clash, he had Clash, but it really wasn't an option. Alright, so now we're seeing a little bit more ground game. Ground game from Sylverrye. Couple dash ups right there. Dashing in to close the distance rather than use the air dash.
Damn, extended combo spending all of the resources. Big damage into that fist.
Nice. And that's the first time he's done that. The armor trait can really punish Firestorm in a lot of hits. The burst, if you get hit by it, the low puddle like we saw right there. See? Easy punish. So we'll see if Sylverrye like starts using that more. A lot of times he had the had the armor trade up, but would just keep blocking. So we'll see right here, here. And I just want to point out how sick was this. So gets the leap, air dash under, down one anti-air. So sick. Please nerf. Nice. Tries to go for a trip guard right here. Reacts to the air dash with the low puddle, but Sylverrye did the forward air dash instead of the backwards one, so he got in front of it. And then whiff punishes, actually.
Whatever he was taught in that coaching segment, clearly working off. 317 follows him down. And the burst right on.
Yeah, and that one was kind of obvious. Nice. Decides to go blue early. I like that. I also like how Sylverrye push blocks every jump in after the blue trait, right? So typically the flow chart for Firestorm, get the blue trait, go for the left-right mix-up, and then go to the high-low mix-up. Sylverrye seems to have labbed the left-right very well, and then just push blocks instantly off that. A really good way, especially for a character like Firestorm or, let's say, Black Adam, Dr. Fate, who have this really good mid-range game. Block that left-right, push block, reset the neutral. Don't have to hold that mix-up.
There was nowhere on the screen you can hide from him.
Nice. Yeah, now Sylverrye just sort of playing the zoning game, knows he has the life lead, and decides to spend this meter here. I think it's an okay spend. Still allows Gunshow to get a little bit of life back, but rather than being up here, only gets here. That's about a combo and a half away from death, so not a bad decision to spend. Chip damage territory in Sylverrye. Nice. Doesn't confirm, and that was one of the sickest cancels I've ever seen. Goes jumping, low pounce, cancel, into throw.
The final health bar, big sword coming out, slice to the chest, shoots the torpedo, get back.
Yeah, it's gonna be real tough though for Gunshow here. Chip is a huge factor, right? Especially now after that. Nice jumps that though. And right there, like I said, the armor playing a bigger factor here than it was the first two games. So is it 2-1 now for Gunshow? But Sylverrye really adapting well, going for a bit more of like the mix-ups. Maybe, you know, Gunshow doesn't know the matchup that well. But I want to point something out here. Right here goes for a gunshot and then goes right into another one. Definitely a frame trap on the dash. Bait out some sort of... Or Gunshow was looking for the leap or something.
That way he was able to apply pressure on the second bar of health, which is what has really got him in a position here in that game number 3 to have the lead and really keep it going here. And now his foot is still on the pedal here against Gunshow.
Nice. You can see Sylverrye is now sort of changing up what he does off forward 2-3. He's been doing the leap mix-up, left side, right side, low. Been canceling into the shoulder, the charge, meter burn, which is plus. And then right there even just did nothing. So really just mixing up his own, you know, offense. Nice, easy whiff punish there. Drops a combo though. So this round a lot of dropped combos, and I think that's because players are more focused on you know, like the adapting, right? So once your brain starts going into that adapting phase, it's hard to focus on all your combos. Wow, that was insane actually. Goes for the blue trait, signature, Gunshow. So I'm surprised right there. Sylverrye doesn't actually push block that. Had 2 bars, so I'm not sure. Usually goes for the push block. Yeah, I mean, now he's back to here. Sort of like game 1. And really ready for everything Gunshow's doing. Waiting it, and then as soon as he goes for that dash up, right, because Gunshow's thinking, okay, 2 projectiles, then he's going to go for the leap, right? He's not just going to sit there and block projectiles all day. So then Gunshow goes for that dash under, but Sylverrye's like, nah, I know you're going to think I'm going to go for the leap, so I'm going to go for this projectile.
A little short hop, it was a little beautiful, a little cute stuff. hey, I'm here. Okay, I'm going for the overhead. And Gunny forced the clash now. He's going to win it, regain 15% health, but no meter. Look for a lot of projectiles until they're able to gain one and make some things happen. Ooh,
wow. Gunshow goes for that jump one. Hasn't gone to that since the first game. Wow, look at how active that was. That's so stupid. But yeah, that jump one, Gunshow hasn't gone to that since the first game, so it seemed like a really good option in the first game. I might have forgot about it, but pulling it back out this game. See if we'll go to it a little bit more. Wow, and Gunshow not really known for that that like mix up of the molten trap meter burn or not. Usually just does it as like a footsie tool to like keep you locked down, not to go for like a mix up. So really rare thing there by Gunshow. Nice. Gunshow waiting for the blue trait. He's got it now, so any hit is really going to be tough for Sylverrye. You can see Gunshow just playing super patient, waiting for his opportunity to open it up. Nice. Right here. Right here. Gunshow will do instant jump one, looking for an backdash here off Sylverrye, but Sylverrye baiting that out, gets a punish into a lot of damage. Nice, and I love that too. So this right here, both of them baiting out each other's wake ups / Oki, and then down one into the low or the leap. Such a good thing. Blows up counter pokes. Gunshow goes for a sweep here. That might have been a throw tech. Not sure, but either way gets caught. And Sylverrye makes it 2-2. So really good stuff going on. Let me get to it. Here it is. Alright, next stage. What's this stage? Joker's Playground. Definitely in favor of Hellboy. You can see a little bit of ugly slop right in the beginning. Missing this. Gunshow missing the air-to-air. Sylverrye missing the low cancel. And then Gunshow missing a punish here. So these guys definitely feeling the pressure. That 2-2 tight match. Alright, so armor trait coming in handy a little bit there. You saw him take a couple hits, get a couple hits of his own. Nothing too massive though. Nice, and I like this. So Sylverrye really not going for too many leaps now, really just establishing his own gunshot game, saying like, oh, I don't always have to just keep coming in, I have this projectile of my own. So and you see it's making Gunshow a little bit hesitant to go for the burst, because if he goes for the burst when Sylverrye goes for that gunshot, he's just gonna get hit. So nice, but that one looked like a little bit of a reaction. Times now recently in all of his attempts, Sylverrye taking advantage.
Gunshow getting a little antsy there with a jump out of the mix up. Maybe thought he was going to cancel forward, and we're going blue early.
I like this blue. Wow, did you see that thing? That thing's a vacuum. That's crazy. That's smart, because that actually takes a decent amount of time. Gonna wear down a little bit of that blue trait. Yeah, so like KP says, Sylverrye definitely has all the momentum right now. Everything going his way, it really seems. Going for this pressure, that down one into the leap again to blow up any counter poke. Gunshow not buying it though, and then eventually gets the meter burn back 3 to close it out. That's a really smart option, right? If you're in the corner and Hellboy goes for a leap, meter burn back 3 if you have a good back 3, or forward 3 even. Definitely a good option to blow that up, as I don't really think he can cross you up if you're in the corner.
pressure situation. Can crack here.
Nice. So what Sylverrye was doing here, going a little crazy with these leaps, and then right here, knows he sort of overextended here and actually could maybe have gotten punished, but if you're slow to the reaction, say he goes for that, what is that, forward 2, I think, maybe back 2, that mid, forward advancing mid, definitely probably not fast enough, so would have got punished by that. Beat over back 3, but Gunshow just confident in his defense.
And then just throws out a back 3. Not sure if he was expecting Gunny to advance. He hadn't done that for the entirety of the set. A huge read that may come back to bite him.
Alright, so something here too is you can see Sylverrye is definitely like just waiting it out, waiting for his trait to recharge. You'll see him a lot of times waiting, just crouch blocking, waiting for Gunshow to do either the molten trap or the projectile, and then he'll take his turn. He's not trying to press his own thing. He's really just taking his time, and then once he gets the trait back is kind of when he goes a little bit crazy. Alright, so I don't know what this decision is about. The blue trait here is really questionable. I'm not sure really what he was thinking. Maybe like if he gets one hit into the burst, he can do so much, you know, unclashable. But other than that, I'm not too sure.
Oh my goodness, both going for the same exact reading. The downward press. We're gonna get some huge unclashable damage. Pressure is on here for Gunshow trying to take this set right now. What is
How did he open him up?
Oh my goodness, both going for the same.
Oh, okay. So Sylverrye goes for meter burn back 3, which is plus on block, but afterwards he goes for forward 2, which is like 15 frames, and Gunshow goes for down 1, 6 frames. Definitely not right there, like we just saw. Definitely not, or a very smart but risky read from Gunshow. And it's sort of, well, definitely you gotta go unclashable at this point, right? Smart goes down 1, not canceling into anything. Yeah, and right here, this is pretty much game, right? Sylverrye can't really do a leap, can't shoot a projectile because it'll trade. So it's almost game over. And yeah, you see, stood up a little bit too fast into it. Gunshow takes that 3-2, crazy match. Honestly, I think he kind of stole that last game. He definitely did something, a lot of things right though. Baited out so many of those, what are those leaps. Had a lot of different answers to him. Yeah, but the momentum so much in Sylverrye favor. Gunshow though, taking it out, or taking it 3-2, clutching it out is what I wanted to say. Check out Ed Boon right there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. It's been Breakdown Match Analysis of Combo Breaker. Peace.
There goes a sight from my soul.